All right. Are we live? I guess we are.
Wow. Hey, we are Turisas from Finland. We are here in Los Angeles. It's great and it's sunny and nice. And we are waiting for your questions.
Sorry for the delay. There was a lot of traffic. I'm super sorry. But it's great to be here now.
All right, I see some questions coming up or some
Really?
stuff happening. Yeah.
Bruna Vecchi says, all right. I have super strong coffee here. I only got 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, it's super early here. This is not really our regular morning time. Usually we'd still be in bed for about 4 hours. But, we made
It's
it.
gonna be all right.
We have good coffee and we are all set.
I do not have headphones, says the dude over there. Who's first?
I'm kind of excited to see how this works.
Yeah. All I hear is like a ringing noise in my ears because of last night's gig. So if you're gonna do a video message for me, you'd better speak pretty loud. Pam! How you doing?
Good.
Yes.
My question was, do you have plans at the end of the year to maybe film a Finnish winter DVD?
Finnish winter DVD.
Finnish summer with Turisas.
Yeah.
Finnish winter with Turisas.
I don't know how much we are really winter personalities. Olli likes his skiing, but I kind of enjoy LA better than the Finnish winter, to be honest.
Finnish winter in LA. How would that be? In New Orleans.
No, actually, for the rest of the years, our plans are more to focus on writing new songs and a new album, and also starting to record it at some point and going into the studio with the whole production and that. So we will see. It's very loose at the moment, but all we know is that we are sort of at the end of our touring cycle now, ending it in 2 more shows here in the United States, and then we'll fly home and take it kind of easy for the rest of the years and try to get a new album wrapped up.
But for the DVD, at some point maybe.
At some point, and then to be followed up with a Finnish autumn and a Finnish spring, which is actually pretty much the same as the Finnish winter.
Yeah.
Apparently it's snowing.
There would be
still in
2 sunny days and then a terrible winter storm, snowstorm. And everybody would feel miserable all the time. We would too. But we could maybe take the camera and escape to Gran Canaria or something like that for the spring thing. I don't know.
All right. I hope we sort of answered that question.
Thanks for the Reagan mug.
Thank you. You're
Great.
welcome.
How you doing?
Hello, Australian here. Got to see you guys at a couple of concerts. You guys rocked.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask was actually Ollie. Sorry, Matthias. I wanted to say, what do you think is the biggest challenge as a violinist in a non-classical genre? I used to be a violinist full-time, and now I just play blues violin for a couple of places, but I'm having trouble convincing people that they can use a violin elsewhere.
I had trouble convincing that I'm good with this band every night. Matthias is constantly talking shit about me in public. What is I don't know, playing in tune probably, but that's nothing different from classical. Like technically wise, it's hard to play on loud stage. Otherwise, what could be? I don't know. Well, the positive sides are there's not much competition, so I can shine and still be very average from my skills. But I don't.
Not average.
Really? I don't know. But I mean, like I encourage people violins to do stuff. I mean, it's pretty boring if every band is only about one guitar, one bass, and drums. So I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with violin. Just um, think a bit outside the box, I guess. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
So what
thank
kind
you.
of band are you playing in? Tell me. The folkier stuff or?
Well, at the moment, I'm helping out a couple of blues bands with violin pieces. So that's what I've been doing since I changed careers because I was sick of playing in orchestras. So
You playing electric? Electric violin?
at the moment, I am, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I've got an SV200 as well. It's awesome.
Yeah, just a bit of overdrive for it, it'll be fine. And if
Okay, thank you.
always delay effect always helps. It makes everything shine. Thank you very much. It was great time in Australia. See you again.
Glad you had a good time and looking forward to seeing you guys again. And maybe meeting.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Where are you from?
I'm a Virginia.
All right.
I'm the chick with the Turisas license plate.
Oh wow, I saw that on where was it? On
With
Facebook.
Bittle Mittel.
Yeah. No, just Turisas.
Teresa's.
Okay, because there was also
Yeah.
somebody with Bittle Mittel, but
Yeah.
that rocks even more.
Yeah, I started it. My question's for Matthias. I'm a history student and I'm really interested in the Viking Age, and you've actually inspired me a lot by listening to the Varangian Way to study more in the Varangians and the Rus. And I'm just wondering, where do you get your ideas for these lyrics, because they're really historically accurate?
Well, I think ideas and inspiration comes from all around you. It's not like, you just sort of get inspired by a subject that's interesting to yourself. But then for me, it's, I'm kind of a anal person in that way, that when I do something, I want to make sure everything sort of is right. And so when I started to look into the whole sort of history of Varangians and the Rus, the more I kind of dug into it, the deeper I kind of got into it, and tried to make sure that it's presented in a way that's kind of also historically, even if it's fictional and popular culture, it's still sort of something that can be respected from a sort of historical point of view. And I don't know, for most of people that probably doesn't make a huge difference at all, but it's something kind of more a personal thing, and I think it's great that there's people out there who sort of can appreciate that too. So that sort of
Yeah.
makes me want to.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It's very fun to read along with your lyrics and find common ground in it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Message from Karina from Finland. How you doing? All good? All right. Just say it. We can't hear it. Yeah. No worries. Uh, you have to read. You have to.
You're coming to us for, like, I don't know, sort of personal growth and guidance. Uh,
It's
I
always good
think
to read Aqua.
I think the whole idea of reading only one book in your life is a bit silly. So I think the book would need to be a book about which books to read in your life. About, like, these books that are like 1,000 books to read before you die. So it will be one of those.
Also, I'm in the middle of a book called How to Talk About Books That You Haven't Read. And so far, I'm on, on page 3. It's true. I got it from my brother. So I don't know.
Well, that might be helpful too, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can sort of talk about the books you read, which are probably important, and also about the books that you didn't read.
Exactly. And the great thing about this book is that it's written by like a literature professor or something like that. So it's not actually a celebration of illiterates or anything like that. It's just about how to get the idea of a book, like and how to manage big holes, so to say. I don't know, but that's a good book as well. And I think everybody should read Aku Ankka or Donald Duck every now and then because it has great stuff. All right. Sir! Mr. Timo.
Oh shit.
Caught you. All right. How are you doing?
Good, you guys?
Yeah,
How
we're
are you?
good. See, you're wearing a Karhu shirt.
You have a Karhu
Yeah.
shirt, yeah.
I haven't
That's it.
taken it off since the Montreal show.
You're welcome. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was amazing. I bought this at the show, and I didn't realize it at first, but do you guys ever plan on making an album inspired by the Kalevala?
Well, I think we've used small
Well,
pieces of that on
yeah,
our
from
albums
Cursed.
before. Like on The Vanjan Way, there's Cursed Be Iron, which is pretty much
Yeah.
based around one of the poems, The Origin of Iron from the Kalevala. But I think there's bands like Amorphis who's been around for a long time and done, you know, most of their career around Finnish folklore, and I think, you know, they're good at what they do. So it would feel a bit too narrow to use that as the only source of inspiration and make a whole album about that, because it's kind of been done so many times already. So I don't feel I would necessarily have anything more to give to that as such. So I find the more interesting approach is to take that and maybe sort of present in a sort of new light or a different way. I don't know. So at this time right now, no, we don't have any plans like
All right. That's all right. At least we have Cursed Iron.
that. He's all disappointed.
And the Karhu shirt rocks. All right.
Thanks. Thanks.
See you, man.
Hi,
Fiorella.
I'm Fiorella from Switzerland. And
Hello.
Matthias, I would like to know, do you play any music instrument?
I do play a few instruments, but I'm not, super good at any of them. I think always for me, I never felt that I had the sort of urge to become a virtuoso on one instrument, but instead try to learn kind of the whole spectrum. Kind of like get a better idea of how each instrument works, even if I wouldn't know how to play them myself. So, and that kind of helps me when I'm writing music for, a band, but also orchestral instruments and everything. You always have to understand how the instrument works to write
Yeah.
stuff for it, which is playable. Sometimes you have musicians complain about that part, but it gets a bit.
Thank you.
He plays.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he also plays bass and flute, right?
Yeah, I played, I played some wind instruments and I played bass guitar, but I mostly write on keyboards because that gives me kind of the best overview of everything, everything from bass to the melody. So that's kind of my
Okay.
main instrument, I would say.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Matthias. Hello, Olli. I'm
Hello.
Camilo from Colombia. and I have a folk metal band here in Colombia. So I want to ask you if you have any advice for us. We're just like 4 or 5 bands all around the country, and just my city has the same population that Finland. So I don't know if you have something to tell us in order to make
Well,
a great band like yours.
I think the silliest thing I ever heard is like, when you have people debating over whether you can make folk metal in a country that's not necessarily connected culturally to, what you're inspired by, and that's just stupid. Of course you can, we
Well,
could be.
excuse me, just one moment, please, Matthias. That's the question because my band play about Colombian culture, but we're too inspired, like with all your Turisas lyrics and Corpiclania and Elvati and all that kind of stuff. But we use Colombian instrument, Colombian lyrics, and Colombian culture, but it's hard because we're fighting against all those bands, fighting against all those bands that play about European culture. So it's kind of hard.
Well, I think that's really cool, and that's would be my best advice to any band. Really, is to just sort of find your own thing and not try to do what everybody else seems to be doing, but as you guys do, pick up things from Colombian culture, and maybe you can sort of come up with something that sounds sort of familiar but a bit different than everything else, and sort of stand out from that group. And I think any band that's successful, needs to be slightly different than everything else around. And I think that counts to ourselves and all the other bands you see touring around the world is they have something, at a time when everybody else is doing something else and to come with. And so it's just sort of having the guts to trust what you do yourself and try to find your own way rather than to sort of copy too much what others are doing or worry too much what others are saying about it as well. So I think you guys are on the right track, so keep it up.
Thank you, Matthias and Olli. It's great to talk to you. Bye. Thank you.
Hello.
Sir.
Is this working?
It seems to be, yes.
Yes. It is. Oh, good.
Yeah.
What is the craziest thing you have seen on tour besides me?
Are you wearing a fur?
Yes, bear pelt. You signed
Where
it.
are you from, man?
Was this
My parents are from Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes, we're in the neighborhood. We have Polish problem.
What is the craziest thing? What was this guy wrapped around in bed linen?
Yeah, everything sort of crazy kind of turns normal. You wake up in the morning in Baltimore, and there's a guy who's wearing only a bed sheet, linen, and is walking around and seems to be getting into some trouble with the police. But I think, if you do this for a living and tour all the time, it all sort of kind of becomes the normal thing anyway. You just see a lot of freaky stuff going on all the time.
It was great experience when we burned Hanu's, our former bassist's shoes with Pringles chips and vodka in a parking lot. That was great. But
Ooh.
I didn't feel very good about it when I woke up 4 hours later. Then I was kind of like worried that is he gonna walk bare feet or what? But yeah,
I can see how.
we have to do more crazy stuff. And
Well,
writing.
well, thank you so much for coming to Charlotte. I appreciated it.
Thanks, man.
See ya. You have to get that red book of yours. Right next door.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Hello, Bree.
Hello. So,
Here we
the
are.
recent tour that you were just on, I was wondering which city was your favorite?
Have we ever played in Ypsilanti? No.
No,
have a
Detroit.
answer.
Yeah.
You've
It's
been
been
to
good shows. It's been good shows on this tour.
What city was the favorite?
There's always been great shows in Canada.
And it's
Yes.
always very subjective as well, because for instance, a big part of the band has been slightly ill for the last week or so, and that kind of always takes the spirits down a bit, even if the shows would be great just because. But
What was that one show where everybody was kind of happy? We had it.
we had one show where everyone, yes,
It wasn't Seattle, was it? No.
I think it was Seattle actually.
I think because we are very we have a high self-criticism level, so when we come off stage, normally you hear 6 people complaining about how bad the gig was, how bad they played, or how bad it sounded. Seattle was probably the only gig where nobody was actually complaining. So I have to say Seattle.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Nice to meet you. Mr. Jacob. How you doing? Oh, we
So I
played like fucking 15 gigs in
no, we played 18 gigs.
18
Are you
gigs
saying
last-
18 shows in the UK
So,
is not enough?
is that not enough for you? Where are you from, man? Which city? Which city are you from?
All right. Yeah, so we did actually last fall. We did
Yeah.
the tour we did was pretty much the most extensive UK tour we ever done with 18 shows in fall last year. But yeah, of course, you know, it's been a great market for us. We had a great time playing, always like doing shows in the UK. So we are really sure that we'll sort of
Yeah.
be coming back sooner or later. But as I already said earlier here today, was that right now after this US tour we are on right now, I think it's time for us to take it a bit, tone down a bit, and take it a bit more slow, write some new songs, and work on some new material. But
Yeah, UK is definitely the plan when we have it released, you know. So thank
Yeah.
you for the support, man. Hopefully soon.
Tervehdys!
more.
How you doing?
Look, I wore a Full Souls shirt for you.
Awesome.
I'm okay.
Hey, where are you from?
Hey, wait, before you answer this question,
Okay.
Matthias, thank you for accepting my hat in Chicago. That was like fucking awesome of you.
Your hat or hand?
The dead animal hat.
Dead animal.
It was made of dead
Did
animals.
you get a
Yeah.
dead animal hat?
Yes, now I remember. Yeah. I thought you wanted it back, and I was trying to give it back to you, but then you sort of, yes, that was.
I was like, oh no, he threw it
You have
behind him. He will use it as a toilet later.
you have plenty of those hats, do you?
No, it's coming very handy here in the United States.
In LA.
Yeah. I couldn't
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
it for the
Proud young hat.
because, you know, they wouldn't let me.
Maybe someday you will wear it and someone will throw paint on you and you will not have to paint yourself.
Sound
What is
like
our
a-
favorite movie? Is this the question?
This is the question.
You know, I really like Kieslowski, but mainly the unreleased ones. I'm more of like fan of his student era.
Olli likes Transformers and stuff where stuff blows.
No!
Films with, you know,
Well,
That
films
kind of
with
stuff.
explosions and boobs.
Oh yeah, no, those are the best.
What?
The only movies to be watched.
I remember 500 Days of what was that movie? You know that 500 Days of that with Zooey Deschanel
Is it of night?
of Summer.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
Days of summer. I have to say that, you know, other than explosions and
Really?
booms.
Oh, yeah. So in the Finnish style, too, you know, really subtle, understated.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun movie. What is yours? He likes the Kieslowski stuff.
Yeah.
Did you say lobsters? There's a truck driving by. Hold on. Okay.
No, Kieslowski, the Czech dude or whatever he's from. Just say it, man.
Yeah, I generally like art house films, kind of more European style films. But
And Gladiator.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite Finnish movie?
Seitsemän surmanluotia.
Yes, Seitsemän surmanluontia. Everybody should go and watch that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've only seen like 5 of them. Only the ones that leaked to America.
Only 5 surmanluotia.
You have to find Seitsemän surmanluotia. It's a great movie.
I can't even pronounce that. How am I supposed to remember it?
Well, it's a good one anyway. It's 7 death bullets or whatever. I'm sure you'll find it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Send me a plaque with its name on it.
Seitsemän surmanluotia. It was nice to meet you anyway. Hope to see you again.
Oh, what?
It's great. It's great.
Sorry, this is a bit weird at times.
Hello? Kreikka. Are you there?
I can't hear anything.
Hello? Do you guys remember January 31st?
Hello again.
Who are we talking to? Camilo.
Again, I'm here again. Okay.
Okay, hi.
Wait. Hi again. I'm from Colombia again, and I want to ask you something about your tour.
Yeah.
It's hard to have you here someday again in South America. How hard it is to bring you to the tour.
It would be great.
Well, actually, we are right now we are touring with Arcona from Russia, and they are actually going straight to South America from this tour in a couple of days, and we are really jealous because we have to go home to Finland, and they get to go to South America. So, so we are sort of like hoping that sooner or later we'll get a tour set up for South America as well, and a good tour, not only a few dates, but like proper spread out tour. And
No, but we know there's a lot of following there, and it would be great to get there. Thank you for the support. I mean, like, we appreciate it, and hopefully we'll make it soon there.
Actually, there are too many people in a battle against guitar solos. Just like you.
Really. I'm looking forward to it. It would be great.
We're trying to do that. So thank you again.
Hey man, can you turn up the monitoring volume?
Oh, actually, I could get it as well, yeah. Bing! Ilona!
Hello.
Ilona! Can you hear us? Ilona Urban.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello?
Who?
Is
Oi?
it?
Hello! Hi, guys!
How you doing?
Hi! We are from Brazil, and we are so nervous that we are shaking right now. So we wanted to ask you something a little bit personal,
Yeah.
but we have to ask you. You guys are dating someone?
We are.
Are you dating someone?
Well, we are dating a lot of people every day.
I'm not dating anyone.
Ooh. All right. And my friend has some questions, I guess, so I don't know. No, she doesn't. So nice to meet you. We love you, and we hope to see you soon in Brazil because I'm sorry, we are nervous, dude. Don't laugh.
Don't worry.
Okay.
See you there.
What?
We want to come to Brazil.
Bye. You did?
Can you hear my voice? Yes, okay. Marinesh, ça va? If you were given the opportunity to write a score for a movie, will you do it? If it's a good one, yes.
Depends on the deadline, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. Especially Matthias is slow and anal with stuff, but
Yeah, I like to do stuff that, I can control myself and do it in my own pace and not sort of. I have huge respect for a lot of soundtrack writers or who write the scores for film because they also have to work under very strict deadlines and be able to produce
or
very fast material.
if you are Hans Zimmer, you can just use your old themes again. So you can just do da 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 da. Well, there are better composers than him, right? I think so. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, this is great. Daniel Woolley is asking if you could have one superpower, what would it be? I have been asked this before.
So what have you answered before? It'd probably be remembering things. Would be a great superpower for all.
I would be able to remember things amazingly and nude at the same time. I never. Yeah, okay. Power of fireballs. Fireball.
I just have some
Oh, fuck.
water.
Giada Tagliati from Marina di Ravenna asks, tell us about your neon cat addiction. Well, honestly, neon cat is a bit 2011 already. But I heard it just survived its 1 year of internet meme. So I don't know. It's just fun thing, But now I'm more into that Philosophosaurus, whatever it is, and Philosopheraptor or something like that. And Matthias doesn't know anything about internet anyway, so that's how it goes. Agustina, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Hello.
All right.
Great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, kind of. How are things in Buenos Aires? Can you hear us?
Good. Funny. Yeah, I can hear you. It's funny. I'm working way too hard to bring you here. I'm the leader of the Ranging Guard here.
Yeah, no.
So, how are you guys?
We are all right.
We are a bit tired, and
we only had like maybe 5 hours of sleep, but it's great. We are in sunny California.
Always wearing shorts.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
So my question.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the near future? Dressing, new material, leaving actually.
I think, yeah, as we kind of covered already, I think after this tour, we don't have anything booked right now. We only have actually one festival in Finland for the whole summer right now, and it's gonna.
When?
It's a Hämeenlinna show, Vanaja Festival.
And that's the only thing.
When? I'm going to.
It's at the end of July. End of July, Vanaja Festival.
When? No, guys, please. What do I have to do to see you live?
Come on. We have
Even going to Finland is not
to
enough.
come to Buenos Aires.
I would love to go to Buenos Aires.
Yeah. Well, after the tour, we are anyway trying to.
Yeah, we're so.
work on new material and hopefully a bit of fishing and a bit of sleep and enjoying the Finnish summer with or without Turisas. It's true.
I'd love to have a Finnish summer with Turisas, considering I'm going to Finland in June.
I'm sorry. We'll have to figure something out.
It's like seriously.
Oh, that's
Yeah, clearly. Yesterday I watched the live stream for the gig because it was the closest thing I had to see you guys.
Oh,
And I was like, what do I have to do to see these guys live? Even going to Finland isn't enough.
I'm sorry for that. I'm like, but you can see the festival dates.
I know it's not your fault though.
We will come to Buenos Aires one day.
promise.
Thank you very much.
You better, because I'm way too...
Oh, it changed. Ilona, can you hear us? Ilona Orban. Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing? Yes, we
Hi,
are
hi.
here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What is my background as a violinist? That's your question. Hello? You can't hear me. Oh, I'm sorry. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, Ilona was asking what is my background as a violinist. So, in very short, I started at the age of 5 and played classical violin for quite many years, and after that, jazz, theater stuff, all sorts of stuff until joining Turisas in 2004. So yeah, I have a classical background and I have played in symphony orchestra and all that. So it's been interesting. Yeah. Federico,
Hey, man.
sir, how you doing? We should have brought Bob here.
I'm not really into video games. I try to stay away from that because I know that I would get too addicted to it, and you would never hear another Turisas album anymore. So I don't play anything, not even Tetris.
I've never been a big gamer myself, but I have to promote Finnish game industry. So at the moment, I'm playing Angry Birds Space. So that's you should download it. All right. What's that? Modern Warfare. I haven't played it.
I have no idea.
What's that? I can't hear it. Call of Duty. Oh, I know the game, but I haven't played it. Sorry, man. Nice talking to you anyway.
You know.
How you doing?
Hi,
Hello.
I'm not nervous. I am fine, and you?
Yeah, great.
I'm so nervous. I'm nervous again.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Because I'm talking to my idols and my friend. It's so embarrassing to see you. And Matthias, she loves you. She's telling right now to me, shut up. But I'm not going to shut my tongue. Oh my God. Here you go. What is your big influences on music?
Big influences on music.
Both.
Um,
Yeah. Like trash, you guys like trash, heavy metal.
kind
Or
of
what?
varies. Of course, you always have the sort of ground layer somewhere, which is, for me, it's like kind of metal and hard rock is what I sort of grew up with, and I guess that's going to be the sort of backbone of most of any music I do, really. But besides that, I think influences kind of come and go a bit depending album by album. So for instance, on the most recent one, Stand Up and Fight, I think the sort of it took a step towards kind of musical elements, almost like Broadway or stuff like that, picking up some ideas from there. Also using some stuff like 80s kind of 90s stadium rock, kind of big beat anthems, that kind of stuff. So it goes a bit sort of fluctuates by time and you know what feels interesting at the moment. So now maybe on the next album we'll hear some different influences that weren't there earlier.
My biggest influence is
All right, one more question. Just
yeah, all right.
what? Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yngwie Malmsteen, because he's just great and he's a big asshole and I love him. And a bit of Pantera, and that's it. And yeah, that's it. You have something else? Yeah.
All right. One more. What do you prefer, Metallica or Megadeth?
Megadeth.
Yeah. Trash. Change. A lot, guys. We love you. Bye.
Thank you. Great. Nikki, how are you doing?
Hello. Doing well. I just wanted to ask, besides bone necklaces, political mugs, what other things do you like to get from fans? And please tell Jussi his mustache rocks.
We will tell him. What do we like to get? Flip-flops.
Dead animal hat?
Dead animal hat is nice, but not very useful,
I would like to get a bathrobe with a number and my name on the back. Does it make sense? Like a boxer. And pets dispensers.
I need to develop some sort of, collection, because Olli is the kind of guy who, drags all this stuff with him, and I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like any clutter. So it's very hard for me to come up with something that, I would really, really need, apart from stuff that I can...
Sunglasses.
Yeah,
he always loses them anyway.
I lose and destroy a lot of sunglasses. But in some places we actually got some very nice beers brought by fans, like some very sort of specialty brews, and that's always nice, and there's always use for that, and it's kind of a no clutter thing. It doesn't end up sort of taking space in my luggage or anything, so it's handy.
Space in your liver.
We'll keep those in mind.
Anyway. He's great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
It is pretty epic.
Thank you. Diana, how are you doing?
Hi. Nice to meet you both. My question is for Matthias. Yeah, I'm born in Argentina, but I live in Germany, and I wait for you in Germany. I want to see you live. Yeah, it's about your voice, Matthias. You care your voice in any way? You have a wonderful voice. Yes, you have.
I think.
Tell me that you do, please.
Well, we've been on this tour, has been 20 dates in 20 shows in 22 days, right? So there's been a total of 2 days off in 3 weeks plus. So that's kind of a pretty tough schedule for a singer to.
I know.
He tries, but he fails.
Ah, come on.
I know you for a little time. I Turisas, and I fall in love with your voice, and I worry about you because I know about the times and sometimes singing alive is very hard. You must take care of that voice in
yes,
some way.
every show. I warm up before going on stage, warm up my voice. And I also try to be sensible and not party too much and get some sleep. That's pretty much the best recipe for me.
Well, I want to see. I want to hear you for a long time. You too, Olli. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully see you. Camilo.
Again?
Sir.
Wow. Okay. But yeah. Well, I want to know, how can you sing it that way? What advice can you give me in order to keep my voice, to improve my voice? Because the acoustic session, for example, it's a great one, and stand-up and fight, it's a great mix between a clean voice and all that kind of screams and stuff you do.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I drink? How can I practice? I don't know. What can I do for that?
I guess the most important thing is to sort of study and learn how to use your body as your instrument, and you can either do that by taking, singing lessons, or then just sort of experimenting by yourself, I suppose. And I think mine is kind of a combination of both. Spend a lot of time on tour, and we do a lot of shows, so kind of I always try to actively, even if we are playing a show, to try to sort of focus on what I'm doing and try to sort of find what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong and try to improve from there. For instance, it's always hard to not get too carried away on stage in the sort of pumped with adrenaline and in the heat of the moment to get too excited and sort of blow out your voice. You always have to sort of remember that there's always a show the next day as well, and that makes it sort of difficult. But I don't know, other than that, I'm sure there's a lot of material you can find online, how to sort of self-study how to improve your voice. And I think whether you're a clean singer or only do growling, it doesn't really matter. You should still sort of also look into proper singing technique, even if you would only do growling, because it really helps in that too.
Okay, once again, thank you, and thank you, Olli, even though.
Cheers.
Giada Tagliati asks, what is your favorite Finnish bad word?
I think the best one is actually perkele, because it has a rolling R in it, and it's hard to say for especially Americans, so it works out really well.
Ärripurri is good as well. Ärripurri.
Great.
It means.
Matthias, for how long did you take singing lessons? I actually I haven't taken a lot of singing lessons like actively, so I've sort of, we are on tour, we're off tour, so in between I try to do what I can, and when I have time to sort of look into that side as well. But I think for me the most important thing has been sort of, as I said, all the time kind of trying to study what you do right and what you do wrong, and how you sort of what kind of feels right. Kind of keep your head to it when it's all you do. It's taking a photo of the camera. That's smart.
This is interaction at its finest.
Yes. So no classical singing lessons as such. I know that would be kind of actually pretty interesting, but I haven't found the time for it or the energy to actually get to that point yet.
Mexico City.
Hey, how are you doing?
What's up?
It's you.
Yeah, we are. Angelica, yeah. How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
That
what inspires them to make Earth Disc? Earth Disc 2, is it
She was asking what inspires us to make each disc, each album. Um, I guess it's a different thing for each album.
Yeah, I mean, I like to build concepts and build worlds and come up with themes, not only make single tracks as such. And I always sort of, there's always this period of time before even starting to work on a new record where you're sort of just kind of keeping your ears and eyes open for interesting subjects and stuff, and that's what I've pretty much been doing right now. So I might be sort of, you know, if I found something interesting, I might pull out my phone and take a picture of something. Just, it might be anything. It might be a poster on a wall or something, just with some color scheme that seems sort of suitable. It might be very far off, and you know, from all those small things, you kind of, piece by piece, you start to get a better feel of what you want to sort of base your songs and stuff on, and from there maybe looking into it deeper and starting to work on the music and so forth. But right now it's still a big sort of pool of competing ideas and kind of a bit of chaos, and it's actually pretty lovely. It's a sort of nice situation to be in, where you're sort of just open for a lot of different ideas and see what you end up sort of.
We are watching a lot of gladiator movies in the bus.
We haven't watched any movies on the whole.
Come on, don't spoil. Yeah, okay. Ana Santiago Clemente asks, I saw your new promo photos on Facebook with other war paint. Are you thinking about changing your war paint in next tour? No.
We haven't really given it any thought as such. You know, it's
just a nice experiment for a photo.
Yeah, it's and for us, it's, you know, the sort of trademark colors of the band has turned into red and black, and it's just sort of a different way of expressing that color scheme in a different way. But you know, I think it's more interesting that we can sort of freely try out different things, and it doesn't mean that you know, we want to change everything.
Photos. I mean, like, it doesn't, you know, change everything. And I would hate to paint myself black every night. I mean, that was pain in the ass, really, and it blocks your skin, so we might die as well.
All right.
Turisas, Brazil. Thank you for the street teamwork. When did you guys first started taking interest in makeup? Hairstyling. Well, I'm looking gorgeous, as Olli said on Twitter. Well, we not, you know, makeup as such, but
what?
I don't look at the question.
Yeah, I don't really understand it.
Well, you know, apart from war paint and that stuff, we are not applying to a beauty school or anything like that yet. So, but I've always wanted to look gorgeous and fabulous. You know,
as you do.
Part of my persona comes with the violin.
It's pretty much the reason. Many people think he's in the band to play the violin, but he's mostly here for his looks.
For makeup.
Totally.
Let's see if we can say this correctly. Sai Barbier? No, you're from Brazil. Then you said, I don't know, Barbier. Anyway, guys, do you have an idea when you will come to Brazil, especially Rio de Janeiro? We love you.
There seems to be a lot of people from South America here right now in the chat room. That's great. Hello to South America. Yes, we know that we are very overdue in coming to South America, and we're really hoping that you know, we could put together a great tour very soon, and do it for the first time. And
We just need the right, you know, the right time for that, so we could do it. It's impossible for us to take one, you know, flight to Brazil, do one show, and go back to Finland, for example. But if we can make a proper tour, then it's good, and we will do it at some point.
And I think it's important, you know, as we can see now in the chat as well, we have a very active fan base in South America, and you know, we want to thank you all for that. And that's exactly the work that's needed for bringing a band over from Europe. It's you know, convincing all the local promoters that there is an active fan base, and you know, you want to have this band over, and then they'll sort of book the band for a tour, and then we'll come. That's basically it. So thank you all for the support. Hope to see you soon.
All right. Oh, Marinesh, only when Matthias is busy composing the next record, come in Paris to practice your French. You're welcome. Merci beaucoup. I would love to do that, you know, Paris, city of love. It would be great. Thank you for the invitation.
Hi
Hello, how
again.
you doing?
Good. Still good. No, there are many South American people here. It's because of the time mostly. It's almost 5 p.m., 6 p.m. here. So we're all wide awake and in the middle of the afternoon. Anyway, my question, super random this time. How many languages do you know, both of you?
Well,
I'm super curious about
well, my mother language is actually Swedish, even if I'm Finnish. So I do Swedish and Finnish, English, and a fair bit of German. That makes it 4 for me.
I speak Finnish, a bit of Swedish, excellent English, a bit of French, a bit of German. How many does that make?
I didn't count.
Me neither. That's 5 for me as well.
5.
5? 5.
How many languages you can't count?
Yeah.
That's that's our problem.
What we had
Nice.
that
What?
Emily Potter from London. How you doing? What is the biggest downside to being in a band? Do you think you've missed out on stuff your mates at home have done? Yes and no.
The best part is that you get to spend a lot of time with people you really like. The worst part is that you get to spend a lot of time with people you don't always like that much. That's pretty much it. You know. Yeah.
Well, of course, being at home for most of the year would have its good sides, but I don't know. Yeah, we don't have time to
Well, I think, you know, it's
drive our cars that much.
the thing is when you're touring and changing city every night, you know, there are things that you can't keep up. For instance, like it's very hard to do, you know, something like singing lessons or have a hobby that requires you to be in one place, you know, several times a week. It wouldn't work out. So you can sort of keep up with that. You can sort of, you know, do sports. You can go out running. You can work out. You can do that. You can practice your instrument, but not in the same way you could if you were sort of at home all the time and could sort of go to taking lessons or whatever. So it sort of restricts you in that way because you're on the move all the time. Plus the fact that our days are pretty filled with a lot of waiting, and it's very hard to find that little gap when you actually could do something that's not related to the tour as such. So, you know, we have a show tonight. We are here now doing this in the afternoon, and We'll go back. We'll have a sound check. We'll have a meet and greet with fans, and that's all good. But it's suddenly you notice it's 3 o'clock in the night, and you played your show, and you're back at the bus, and it's kind of
And I'm
time
trying
to go to
to
bed.
start a family with and have 15 children, but it's hard with these schedules. So maybe I will go with 10. All right. MK from Cardiff, how you doing? Any chance of playing at Bloodstock this year? If they ask and make a good offer, why not?
Yeah, I mean, we'd love. We don't have any. No, we don't have any UK festival booked for this year. That's true.
Vicky, call us. Ask the promoter. Giovanna Saviato, are real the fur that you put on live performances on Matthias' show, for example? Do we have real fur? I think only Jussi has fur at the moment, right?
I mean, our previous costumes used to have a lot of more fur, and I think we kind of stripped down on that a bit.
But
with
yes,
the new
it was
ones.
real fur.
Yeah.
But we don't have it anymore. It stinks. Your managers haven't answered us. We have local promoters interested. Any advice to bring you to Brazil?
Keep on trying, man.
But
Sorry.
don't send your email to the same manager. Send it to us. No, Santiago Clemente, when you were in Spain, what did you think about the Spanish audience? It ruled. It was great.
Yeah, we've had some great shows in Spain, and it's funny because it's Spain is maybe not the most obvious country where you'd think music like ours would actually do well, and it's been really really nice for us to see that we've actually done like last fall we did a bunch of headline shows in Spain and Portugal as well, and the turnout was really good, and the fans were
Last
super
summer
excited.
in Murcia.
Yeah, so we love Spain, and we love the weather
And chorizo sausage.
and the girls. So yeah, keep getting us back to Spain
Yeah.
because we love to play there.
Water, yes, please. Oh, and coffee as well. Yeah. He's bringing me all sorts of goods. Mateusz Kosovic. I'm just curious, how do you pronounce my name? We pronounce it Mateusz Kosovic. Nicole Morrissey from Manchester, Great Britain. How are you doing? I'm watching this whilst writing my lab report on radio ligand binding essays. Give me some advice for it, please. I have to ask, might this be more of chemistry or physics?
I don't know, but
I don't know.
don't you spell essays with an E?
Yes. Even if you fail at the chosen science, you still can be proud of your mother tongue and grammar.
Beautiful.
No, it'll be good. Just just the beginning and the ending. Make sure they are good. And everything else. Just total bullshit. Just conclusion. Always conclusion. Make it work. Dragomir Sul. Coming anywhere to Croatia or near?
Wow, that would be great. We played some shows there, but it's been a while ago, and I actually was in Croatia last summer on holiday. It was amazing.
What, scuba diving?
Yeah, I was diving in Hvar and some other islands, hopping around the islands in the area. It was really good. 2 weeks.
I'm jealous.
Yes. So it would be great. Totally. It's a beautiful country, and the people are really really nice over there. So hopefully, yes. Very soon.
And Agustin Pagnanelli from Buenos Aires. How you ever heard an Argentina folk metal band? I'm not sure. You have to write a few names. Maybe we have. Shirley Buckley from the UK. How are you guys aging? So it's about me asking for you to marry me. Anyway, tips for coping with the cold.
That's a very interesting question.
We are aging well, one day at a time. About you marrying me, no problem whatsoever. I was honored. Tips for coping with the cold. It's not about the weather. It's about how you clothe.
I wonder if that's actually the picture of Sheree with the mustache.
No, it's not.
It might be, you know.
No.
Before you know,
it's always
you're married to a woman with a mustache.
Always about the clothing, not about the weather. All the best. Coffee.
Oh, and water. Got some goodies here. What's going on?
MK from Cardiff. Hi guys, any chance you can shout Heath, Heath, Heath? It's a long-running joke among my friends. Would make our year. Heath, Heath, Heath. All right, I did it twice.
What
Send
if
me
it's
the money.
pronounced Heath?
Really?
I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, I don't know. Heath, Heath, whatever. Sorry. Stefano Panzeri, Italian lesson number 1. Guarda il mare, look at the sea. In Finnish, katso merta, but in Italians pronounced will mean dick shit. Katso merta. All right. Good stuff. Somebody. Do you think Chiara Tagliati from Marina di Ravenna? Do you think Pippeli is a good name for a cat?
He's getting all excited
My
now.
Finnish friends always complain about perkele. For you, for those people that don't know, pippeli means penis, small penis in Finnish. So, yeah, it might be. I cats have small penises. I don't know if that's. It's a very descriptive name, but like qualitatively thinking, I would rather call him or her as purring or furry. Ha! How you doing?
Here they are again.
Hey, we need to see you again and talk to you again because we love you. So she wanted to ask you something.
Go ahead.
If you could pick a band to do a partnership, what would be? Just
Which band? Okay.
Oh,
I think I would know the answer.
yeah.
if you could pick a band to do a partnership, what would be?
1, 2, 3.
Manowar.
Manowar.
What?
Manowar.
Venom.
Manowar.
All right. Relax. Okay.
Manowar. Alyssa Ricardo from Lakeland, Florida. What's your favorite Studio Ghibli film? Over to Mathias.
The last one I saw was I went to see the one about the small people. I can't remember the name of it. The favorite is probably the one about Totoro. I don't know what the name in English is, but that's
My Neighbor Totoro.
My Neighbor Totoro. That's probably the favorite, or the one with the moving castle or whatever it's called.
I haven't seen any of those, but then again, Newgod hasn't seen any Star Wars movies.
Great.
It's true. Emily Potter from London. What do you reckon you'd be doing with your lives right now if you weren't so successful with your band?
That implies that we are successful with our band. That's kind of nice.
Well, it brought us to LA.
Yes. I don't know. Probably like getting home from a boring job somewhere in Finland, or studying, or well, I'm starting to be a bit too old to study. Maybe I would be one of those who just sort of like
Study for
study
life,
for
not
life.
for job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably rot in some office somewhere as well, maybe with an international company, hopefully, or journalism. Sai Barbier asks, guys, you pronounce my name very well, by the way. Thank you very much. What will be the next cover song that you will release? I don't know.
We don't have any plans
It
for
might
a
be
cover
that
song
one
right now.
Swedish band. It's half done anyway.
Yeah, but we don't have any plans for
Yeah.
covers right now. You know, we'll see if we do something. It's maybe something more that we do live, or try out live first and see, you know, how it goes. Cool.
Nikki,
Hey there.
how you doing?
See you again. Still good. It's about 7 a.m. in the morning, been up since 4 a.m., but I'm doing fine. I have coffee. Did you guys find an Australian beer that you really liked while you were over here at all? Did you like any of our beer?
The beer is really good. I mean, even the sort of standard beer is from a complete different planet than the standard beer in America. So yeah, Cooper's good. Little Creatures, they have all these different ones. We actually ended up spending some time in Fremantle, outside Perth, after we were done with Soundwave Festival.
And we saw some kuokkas there.
That doesn't really have much to do with beer, does it?
They are still beautiful.
Oh, but quokkas.
Small creatures. They were little creatures.
Quokkas are like
Yeah.
little creatures.
So we had
Also,
a week.
Chat wants me to dance. That's not going to happen. Sorry, guys.
What?
I love your accent.
We've got a live chat.
I love.
Thank you. I like your accent.
Anyway.
What's the best Australian beer? Yowie helped ask me what's the best Australian beer. I have to say my favourite is probably Bee's Knees. So, did you guys get to try that while you were over here?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Probably no. No.
It's a really good one. Down next time you come.
We'll have to have
Can you write it in the live chat so we see the name? What was it? Yeah.
Bee's
Bee's
Knee.
Knee.
Bee's Knees.
Oh, well,
I didn't know.
I've
Yeah.
actually seen it. There's a fair chance we've had that somewhere. Not maybe on Soundwave, but the time we came before in 2010.
Tim Richardson says Wasp's Nipples. Is that a beer or is it a joke? If there is
Not one I've heard of.
Wasp's Nipples, I would love to drink it.
All right.
Anyway.
But no,
Thanks
we've
for the tip.
very good.
I try to try it out.
But a lot of those.
Yes. Agustina. Hi there. Yeah. Agustina. What? Yes, we can. Yes. All good. We can. Yes.
In Helsinki.
When are you going there? In June? Which date? June. Are you there for a midsummer? Are you having Midsummer's Day there? Midsummer Eve? Oh!
Seriously, I've spent a Midsummer's Eve in Helsinki, and you're pretty much the only one. Everybody goes out to the country. There's no one who stays in Helsinki for midsummer, so that doesn't really matter.
You should go to Kauppatori. You should go to the market square and swim in that pond over there with what is the statue called?
He's lying to you.
No, well I've never done that, but I would love to. So you can tell me how it goes. You should go to public sauna. Go to public sauna as well. You can find that from Kallio. You have to go to sauna anyway. Kallio. All right. Oh. How are you doing? Rivani?
Hi, you never saw us before.
Hey.
Yeah. Rivani. She's Rivani. I'm Cynthia. And we are from Brazil. And
Cala a boca. Okay. Do you still in contact with the guys who left the band?
Every now and then, yeah. Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
all right. And I have to ask this.
Wow! Tim Richardson from Ankeny, IA. What is that? Indiana? No. No? Indiana. Do you have Batman in Finland? I wonder if he means the actual dude, because he lives in Arkham, Gotham City. Gotham City. What is that? Iowa. Sorry, man. Yeah, there is Gotham City in Häme. It's 3 kilometers from Riihimäki to the west. And yeah, he lives there. In case you mean the comic book, yes, we do that as well. Mateusz Kosovic. Only you pronounce it good, but Polish Z. Oh, it's more like sh. Kosovic. Kosovic? Any plans to return to Poland? We have good beer. We know that, and we would love to come back to Poland. We've had some very good shows there, and it's a great country for a metal show.
Totally, yes.
Chiara Tagliati. You've just told of wedding stuff. About marrying? So only you found your wife. No, I didn't. I mean, I just said, I was honored that she proposed me, but I didn't say yes. Matthias, can I be yours? Come on, I'm not so ugly. Ha ha. Giada, you are from Italy, right?
I think Giada looks exactly the same as your wife. She has a mustache and a monocle as well.
Giada, you are from Italy, so you're probably hot. So I think you have a good chance, but I can't answer for Matthias. Stefano Panzeri, I want you and Heavisaurus in Italy. They are like our Teletubbies, but they play fucking metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Agustin Pagnanelli from Buenos Aires. Some Argentina folk metal band are Skiltron, Tengwar, Tercibel. Have you heard them? No, we haven't.
Skiltron, does it sound like Skrillex, maybe?
Yeah. Is it dubstep? Yeah. No. We haven't heard, but we will. Skiltron, Tengwar, and Tercibel. I will remember it. So it's good. Sidebar beer. Matthias and Olli, do you have a religion?
Kind of heavy questions for only being 2 p.m.
We are not super religious. I think we should call in the last questions.
Yeah.
Let's have the last questions. I don't say the number, but anyway. Nemesis, Steven, and Angelica, when they return to Mexico, very soon. Thank you. No, it would be great to come back. Tim Richardson, Ankeny, Iowa. What is your favorite beer?
I like the fact that beers are different, just as women. So you don't have to pick only one. You
I
can
like-
enjoy an Indian pale ale and a heavy stout on the other day.
I always love Lapinkulta. Turisas, Brazil. Hey! How you doing?
Hauska tutustua.
Oh, kuin myös.
Great, how are you guys?
You're doing good. Nice to see your face as well.
Well, my question is, yeah, now you're seeing me. I'm a real person.
Looking good. What has surprised you guys the most in an audience so far? That I guess that's the question. Surprised. We have some very dedicated fans. That's great.
Yeah, we had some really energetic shows, and the most surprising audience might have been in 2004 when we played in Latvia, and at a sort of traditional
yeah.
traditional festival, and it was a weird mixture of old ladies selling their handicrafts to sort of very right-wing skinheads and everything in between. So that was a
That's
surprising audience, to say the least.
Fernanda Costa. Hi, Matthias and Olli. Have you read any biographies you would like to recommend? Yes. I'm just finishing Steve Jobs' biography, and it's really well written and informative, so you should read that. Also, Ozzy Osbourne's biography was really good as well. Have you read anything?
Biographies? Can't remember anything.
Final words of wisdom.
Final words of wisdom. I know there's not been that many words of wisdom during this chat, but well, it's been a good time talking to you all. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and hopefully we could maybe do this another time as well.
Yeah.
It was the first time we ever did this, so you know,
I was.
pretty good
It was
experience.
great to see how many people actually attended. It was great, and there's
Excellent.
also a lot of people there, a live chat, who didn't really post any questions.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
great as well. Thank you very much for attending, and thank you for cool questions. And
Thank you also for the silly questions. You know, they
Exactly.
made all this day.
yeah, definitely.
So until next time, I suppose. We are in West Hollywood, LA tonight. So if you're from here, come and see us. We play at the Key Club, and tomorrow in Tempe, Arizona. Apart from that, yeah. Go check us out on Facebook and write some nice messages on our Facebook page.
Facebook.com/Turisas. All right. See you guys.
Thank you,
Until next
everybody.
time. See ya.